Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into something that seems, well, really basic. Everyday English words.
Hmm.
You know, those words that look super simple, like draw maybe, or bear, or even things like run or get.
Yeah, ones you think you know inside out.
Exactly. But then you hear them in a sentence and suddenly they mean something completely different. It can be pretty confusing sometimes.
Definitely.
Okay, let's unpack this. It's actually pretty amazing how these words act like chameleons, right? Changing their meaning depending on how they're used.
It really is.
So our goal here in this deep dive is to kind of guide you through these tricky words. We want to pull out the key things you need to know so you can feel, well-informed and confident when you hear them. We'll go one word at a time, peel back the layers.
And what's fascinating here is that getting a handle on these common words, it's not just about learning more vocabulary lists.
Right.
It really unlocks a deeper feel for how English actually works in conversation. Understanding those little shifts in meaning, that's key. Being able to grasp that quickly, thoroughly, it makes a huge difference.
I totally agree. It's not just random, is it? There's often some kind of logic, like an original idea that branches out. Once you see that, it gets less confusing.
Precisely.
So, let's dive into our first theme. These words with a whole spectrum of meanings, often verbs doing a lot of heavy lifting. A classic one is draw. First thought, probably sketching, right? I can draw a tree.
That's the common one, yeah,
Right.
making a picture. But think about it. A lot of the other meanings sort of relate back to pulling or attracting.
Oh, interesting. How so?
Well, if someone asks you to please draw the curtains, you're literally pulling them closed.
Okay, makes sense.
Or when a game ends in a draw, like a tie, it's
Hmm.
like both sides have pulled the result to an equal point. No winner.
That pulling idea is neat. And does it go further?
It does. You can draw your breath, pull air deep into your lungs.
Right.
Or you might draw a conclusion. You're sort of pulling together facts to make a decision.
Yeah, I see that.
And of course, the really obvious one, draw money from the bank, pulling it out.
Wow. Okay, so one core idea, but like 6 different jobs for that little word.
Exactly. It's that semantic shift we see so often. Another great example, bear. Most people think of the animal first, polar bear, grizzly bear.
For sure, big furry thing. But the verb, that's different. Is there a core idea there too?
I think so. It often relates to carrying or supporting something, maybe enduring something.
Okay. Like how?
So if you say, I can't bear this noise, it's like you can't carry the weight of it, you can't tolerate it.
Gotcha. Tolerate.
And then more literally, she bore 3 children, past tense of bear. She carried and gave birth to them.
Right, right.
And you hear bear in mind,
Mm.
which means carry it in your thoughts, remember it,
Mm-hmm.
or bear responsibility. That means to carry or accept a duty. That idea of carrying is kind of always there,
Yeah.
subtly.
That's really helpful. It changes how you hear the word. Okay, what about play? We think kids having fun, right? Children play in the park.
That's the basic one. But play expands into this wider sense of maybe engagement or performance.
Performance, like music.
Exactly. You play the guitar, you perform music, an actor plays the main character, performs a role.
Okay.
You play a game to engage in it.
All right.
Or you can play dead, that's pretending, performing a false state.
Huh.
It can also mean having an important part, like play a role in something.
Right.
And if you warn someone, don't play with fire, it means don't engage in something dangerous. It's a really busy word.
Busy is definitely the word. And speaking of busy, run. My first thought is always, moving fast. I run every morning.
The physical meaning, absolutely.
Mm,
But run also takes on this idea of operating or flowing,
operating, like a machine.
or a business. She runs a small business, she
Yeah.
operates it.
Oh, okay.
Water is running in the sink, it's flowing. If you have a cold, your nose is running, liquid
Right.
is flowing. Buses run every 20 minutes. They operate on a schedule. A movie can still be running in the theater, still being shown, still operating in a sense.
It's all about continuous movement or operation.
Yes.
Got it. Now, get. I feel like if any word is the ultimate multi-tool, it's gotta be get. The basic meaning is to receive, like, I got a message, but then it just explodes.
It really does. And here's where it gets really interesting. Get is often called a light verb. It's like a placeholder. Its meaning comes from the words around it. Super adaptable.
So less about its own core meaning.
Kind of. It means receive, yes. But also understand, I don't get this, or, finally I get it.
Right. I use that all the time.
It means arrive. What time did you get home? It means become. It's getting cold. You get dressed, get ready, get some sleep. It pairs up with other words to make very specific actions. It takes on a lot of jogs, as you said.
So it's like the ultimate team player in a sentence. That makes so much sense. And maybe similar, we think of carrying something, take this book.
Right. But take often focuses more on grasping, accepting, or using something.
How so?
You take the bus, you use it. Take a seat.
Yeah.
Accept a place to sit. Take a break. Accept a rest period.
Okay.
Take a photo, like you capture or grasp an image. You take a test, you undertake it, complete it.
And what about, I can't take this noise? Is that accepting too?
In a negative way, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't accept or tolerate it. So it's about engaging with something or acquiring it in many ways.
Amazing. These words are just everywhere. Okay, let's try turn. Basic is changing direction, turn left.
Yep, that's the core physical movement. But it also means to change form or become. Like the leaves turn red or the milk turns sour.
Ah, okay, transformation.
And think about devices. Turn on the light, turn off the TV, or volume, turn to the volume, or refusing something, turn down an offer.
Right, those phrasal verbs.
Exactly. And it can mean your chance or opportunity. It's your turn. Lots of different uses stemming from that idea of changing direction or state.
Makes sense. How about keep, holding something, keep this book safe?
That's the core. Possess or retain. But it very often means to continue an action.
Like keep walking.
Keep walking, keep smiling, keep trying, just continue. It can mean stay silent, keep quiet, or stay connected, keep in touch.
Uh-huh.
Don't tell anyone. Keep
Yeah.
a secret. Or when you pay and they say keep the change, no need for it back.
Right.
Or even struggling with speed, I can't keep up. It's about maintaining a state or action.
Got it. Okay, call. Easy one, right? Phone call. I called my mom.
That's the most common modern use, yeah. But originally it meant to shout. She called my name from the garden.
Oh, right, like calling out.
Exactly. You can also use it to name something. They called their baby Lily. Or describe someone. I wouldn't call them kind. You can call a meeting, organize it, or finish work. Let's call it a day. And of course, return a phone call. Call someone back. Again, branching out from a core idea.
It's amazing how they spread. What about make, creating something? She made a cake.
Central, meaning yes. Create or build. But it also means to cause something. That noise makes me tired.
Okay, cause.
Or to force someone. Don't make me go, to choose. Make a decision. To do something wrong. Make a mistake.
Lots of common phrases.
Very common. Make progress. Make time. Make sense. Is it logical? And make friends. Build a friendship. It's incredibly productive.
It really is. Okay, placing something. Put the keys on the table.
The primary meaning, definitely. Place or position. But it gets really interesting with phrasal verbs and figurative uses.
Like
Expressing something. How should I put this? Meaning, how should I say this? Or delaying. Put off a meeting.
Postpone it, yeah.
Wearing clothes. Put on clothes. Gaining weight. Put on weight. Tolerating something unpleasant. I can't put up with this noise.
Put up with.
And stopping a fire. Put out a fire. So the basic meaning is simple, but its combinations are powerful.
Very true. And go. Moving from A to B. I go to school.
The fundamental movement word. But it also signals starting something. The movie will go on at 7. Or just let's go. Returning. Go home. Losing control. Go crazy. Using the internet. Go online. When things don't work out. Go wrong. Proceeding. Go ahead. Shopping. Go shopping. Being gentle. Go easy. It covers so much ground.
It really does. Now, you mentioned set earlier as being particularly tricky.
Yes. Set is famous for having a huge number of meanings, maybe the most in English. Often it relates to placing or fixing something into a state or position.
Okay, like set the table.
Exactly. Place the cutlery for a meal. Or adjust time. Set a clock. Decide on a goal. Set a goal. Achieve something unique. Set a record.
Right, fixing a standard.
Release something. Set free. Start a process. Set in motion. And indicating something is fixed, the date is set. It's incredibly versatile, maybe because setting is such a fundamental action.
That core idea of placing or fixing really helps. Okay, just a few more in this group. Cut, using a knife. Cut the paper.
The basic physical action, but it also means to reduce. They cut the price, shorten hair, cut your hair, agree on something, cut a deal, do something cheaply or poorly, cut corners, interrupt someone, cut someone off.
Yeah, happens all the time.
Or changing scenes quickly in a movie. The scene cuts to another location. all related to dividing or reducing in some way.
Okay. Hold. Gripping something. Hold my bag.
Basic meaning, yes. Carry or grip. But also to organize. We will hold a meeting.
Contain.
Yes. This box holds 20 books. To wait. Hold on. Stop breathing briefly. Hold your breath.
Keep in mind.
Hold a thought. Exactly.
Yeah.
And sometimes tolerate, physically or emotionally. I can't hold this anymore.
Got it. Break, separating into pieces. Don't break the glass.
The literal core, yeah. But think about disrupting a state. You break a habit, stop it.
Right.
You take a break, interrupt work. You break the news, interrupt someone's calm with information. You break a rule, disrupt compliance.
And break a leg.
Theatrical good luck charm. Hoping to break from bad luck, maybe.
Oh.
And the sun breaking through clouds appearing by disrupting the cover.
Lots of disruption. Last one for this section. Fall. Dropping down. The apple fell from the tree.
Primary meaning, gravity takes over. But it also means decrease. Prices fell last week.
Become.
Yes, like fall in love, fall asleep, fall sick, entering a new state,
Right.
being slower than others, fall behind, or breaking into pieces, literally or emotionally, fall apart. That idea of downward movement or change is usually there.
Wow. That's a lot for these supposedly simple verbs. We've seen how one word can cover so much ground.
Absolutely.
Now, let's shift gears a bit. Let's talk about words that get tricky, not just because they have many meanings, but because their actual role changes. Like they're part of speech, or maybe their sound, or even just the stress pattern.
Right, these add another layer of complexity.
Let's start with fine. We say, I'm fine today, meaning okay.
Yes, fine as an adjective meaning good or acceptable. But it can also mean thin or narrow, like she has fine hair.
Or high quality.
This is fine wine, exactly. But here's the twist. Fine can also be a noun, a penalty. I have to pay a fine for parking here.
Oh, that's a completely different thing.
Totally different. Same spelling, but noun versus adjective, quality versus penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Context tells you which one.
Okay. And watch. My first thought is the thing on my wrist.
The noun, yeah, wristwatch. But as a verb, watch means to look carefully. I watch TV, watch the road.
Uh-huh.
And it could also imply protection. She watched over her little brother. So it's an object, an action of looking, or an action of caring.
Interesting. How about light, brightness? Turn on the light.
That's the noun.
Yeah.
But light is a great example because it does so much. As an adjective, it means not heavy. This box is light, or pale in color, light skin, light blue eyes.
Right.
And it can even be a verb. To light something means to set it on fire. He lit a candle.
Yeah.
Past tense is lit.
Noun, adjective, and verb. Wow.
And to make it extra fun, it sounds exactly like right and right. So listening carefully for context is absolutely crucial with light.
That's a key point, especially with something like close, as in, please close the door.
Perfect example of pronunciation giving a clue. When close means to shut, it's a verb, and you hear that Z sound at the end, close, like in nose.
Okay, close.
But if I say we are close to the station, meaning near, it's an adjective. And the sound changes slightly to an uzzle sound, close, like in-house.
Close. Subtle.
Very subtle, but native speakers do it automatically. Listening for that tiny difference can tell you if it's the verb to shut or the adjective near.
That's a great tip. Okay, then there's led, verb. She leads the team, to guide. Noun, he got the lead in the movie, the main part.
Exactly. But this raises an important question about words spelled the same but pronounced differently depending on meaning. Because there's another lead,
Oh.
the metal. L-E-A-D, spelled the same but pronounced lead tense of the verb to lead.
Ah, lead pipes, lead paint, little...
Right, so you have little lid of the verb to guide and noun, main role, and lid of the noun, metal. Context and pronunciation are everything here.
Definitely need context for that one. How about mean? It can be an adjective, like unkind. That was a mean thing to say.
Yep, unkind or nasty. But as a verb, it means to define. What does this word mean? Or to intend or be serious. I mean what I say.
Right.
And you sometimes hear meantime in the phrase, in the meantime, meaning the time between two events. And again, watch out for sound-alikes like seen or been. Listening is key.
Always back to listening. Now, record. You mentioned stress changes earlier. If it's a noun like she broke the world record.
Then the stress is usually on the first syllable, record. Emphasis on the result, the thing.
We'll record.
But if you're using it as a verb, meaning to save sound or video, I will record this lesson, the stress shifts to the second syllable. Record. Emphasis on the action.
Record.
This noun-verb stress shift is super common in English. Think about object or present. It's a pattern worth listening for.
Let's touch on those. Present, noun. A gift. I got a present. Adjective. Being here. All students are present.
Correct. Stress on the first syllable for both the gift and the state of being here. Present. But the verb, meaning to show or give something.
Like, she will present her project.
Exactly. The stress moves. Present. Same pattern as record.
Fascinating. An object, noun. A thing. That object on the table.
Stress on the first syllable. Object.
But the verb, to disagree. I object to this decision.
Stress moves again. Object. It really highlights how paying attention to where the emphasis falls helps you figure out the meaning.
Absolutely. Okay, desert. The noun is the dry, sandy place, the Sahara.
Right. Desert. Stress on the first syllable, but the verb, meaning to leave or abandon someone.
Like, he deserted his team.
Stress shifts to the second syllable.
Desert.
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 Okay, and just to make things interesting, there's the completely different word, dessert. D-E-S-S-E-R-T. The sweet food, which sounds exactly like the verb dessert.
Oh, wow. So context and spelling, if you're reading, tricky.
Very tricky. It shows how easily confusion can happen if you're not tuned in.
2 more quick ones with sound changes. Wind.
Okay, so the noun, moving air, the wind is strong, rhymes with kind.
Wind.
But the verb, meaning to turn or twist something, like wind the clock, rhymes with grind. Wind. Wind. Same spelling, different sounds, different meaning.
Exactly.
And tear.
Similar situation. The noun, the liquid from your eye when crying, she cried tears, sounds like here, tear.
Tear.
But the verb, meaning to rip something, don't tear the paper, sounds like air.
Tear.
Tear. Another one where the sound tells you everything.
Oh, it really does. These examples show it's not just about knowing definitions, but also picking up on pronunciation, stress, and the role the word plays in the sentence.
So much going on beneath the surface.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, really understanding these multi-purpose, sometimes shifting words, it's not just, ticking off vocabulary boxes. It's about truly getting the feel, the nuance of everyday English conversation.
Right. It's about catching those subtleties.
Exactly. It moves you from just knowing the dictionary definition to really understanding the flow and intention behind what people are saying. It deepens comprehension hugely.
So what does this all mean for you, listening right now?
Well, it means every conversation, every sentence you hear is actually a chance to practice, to fine-tune your listening, to have these little aha moments when you catch a word being used in a new way. These small words, they seem so simple, but they carry so much weight, so much meaning in real life. They're not trying to trick you, honestly. They just show how rich and flexible the language is.
And you're not just learning isolated words here. You're building really important skills. Listening closely, picking up on context, understanding those subtle shifts, and all of that builds your confidence for navigating real English conversations. It's a process, and you've taken a big step just by exploring this with us.
Definitely. So don't stop here. Here's a little something to think about. Maybe take one of these words we talked about, get or set, perhaps, one of the really busy ones, and try, just in your own head or maybe out loud, to use it in 2 completely different ways today.
Good idea. Or next time you're listening to English being spoken, maybe on TV or in a conversation, really focus in on one of these common words. See if you notice it being used in a way that surprises you. Just pay attention. Remember, even noticing is progress. Slow progress is still progress.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive.